How y'all doing? If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. We got 2 board games and a computer game today. Had a really good day out at the thrift stores, so I got like 3 episodes worth of stuff. Trying to break it up and have it not be all the same stuff, because I got a lot of monopolies, as is the case. So we got Game of Life, we have Miss Monopoly, which I've never seen. And then we have a PC game. So let's dive into Game of Life. Right, so Game of Life, what we want out of here are the cars and pegs and the spinners. And we're going to check in on the money. Had money listed, and nobody was looking at it. So we're going to kind of reevaluate where we're at on that. We got the cards. These are actually in really bad shape. So I guess we're going to skip that because these have been here for a while. And this is the money that nobody looks at. So we're going to skip that. We got the spinner. The spinner. It's working. Yeah, there we go. They're really meant to sit in the board because if they're even a little bit crooked, they don't work. So spinner. There we go. And we want our 6 cars and our pegs. And we have a running total, and I just adjust how many pegs I have averaged out. That way I don't have to make a listing with like all the cars and 49 pegs. However, it's looking like I don't have all the cars. So we have some pegs. Oh, motherfucker, I just dropped one. All right, I got them. I'm missing cars, so this is going to have to go into... I have a bin of parts for building complete sets if I need them. Like if I'm missing cars, for instance. I got 5 cars I'm missing. I think the yellow is the one that's not here. Don't have very many pegs either. So at some point I could flesh out another listing. And this is something you can do. You know, look inside the houses if you do this. Sometimes the car gets wedged into these. But I basically just have a bag of miscellaneous parts that I can flesh out sets if I need to, rather than throwing stuff away. It only takes up a little bit of space. And that's a decision you make if you want to take up space with parts for future endeavors. You can do that. That's kind of a bogus pickup. I mean, I got the spinner, and that's why I do Game of Life, and I do Clue, and I do Monopoly, and Sorry, is they all have 2 components that are for sale. So the chances are you're going to be at least break even, and then this is break even plus a smidge. So this one, I think this was $1.50 anyways, so whatever. It was kind of funny, the thrift store guy, you know, I know all these people at this point. I bought 4 Monopolies at one location. He's like, oh, wow, you got the jackpot. People kill for these. And all of them that I bought were there for 6 weeks. That's why I bought them. Just the perception of that. He sells Monopolies all day, but in general, there's just far more of them than you might expect. And they're not that popular. So yeah, here's my bag of random bits. I got a pawn from Clue. So we'll just have to stuff these in here. I don't have another Game of Life, otherwise I'd go for it now. But down the road, that'll be a $7 or $8 item. And then we'll just update our spinner. I have a running spinner listing. It's just all washed out. I'm gonna have to adjust my camera. There we go. The camera's just being kind of wonky, but and I wish I could pull this up on the computer, but either way, I got 2 of these spinners for sale in the last 50 days, 4 reviews, which is fine. If you're looking at it, you're just in the market. I got it at $8. We're just going to add another one. If I get to 5 of them, I will lower it to 7. And then they'll start moving. I do that all the time. I complained a while back that I had 10 VTECs. I think I'm down to 1. I lowered it by $1 and I sold a couple a week until I was almost out of them. When I relist, I might do it at 7, I might do it at 8. But that's what you do as you raise your inventory. If you're getting it at reasonable prices, you can do that. All right. So far, we got an $8 item on board. We doubled up on that despite the setback. All right. Now we got Miss Monopoly. I don't know anything about this. We're women. The first game where women make more than men. Okay. So, kind of gimmicky, I'm sure. But I looked on the back. It has the modern money and it has tokens. So, it has different tokens, which is nice. I don't know about hotels and houses. It's kind of hard to tell in the picture what they have. If they change the color scheme on them, I don't want them. I still have my giant heels. Not helpful. Okay. Oh. Hey, they banded it up. So we got a stack of modern money. And then we got our different tokens. We have a wristwatch, a wine glass, a jet, which has been featured on a lot of stuff, a plastic white hat. Is that it? A lot of the gimmicky ones are only 4-player. No, we're missing something. We're missing 2 things. We're missing a barbell and we're missing, it looks like a yoga mat. We'll look at the board real quick. It's in good shape. I didn't bother to look up and see if this goes, because I'm just guessing it doesn't. What do we have? Any interesting squares? We got acupressure, retractable dog leash, ride sharing, shapewear, ice cream maker, leak-proof diapers. What the fuck is this? Wi-Fi, hairbrush, space station batteries. I don't even know. Whatever. Yeah, so these hotels aren't going to do anything for me. And we're missing pieces again. Oh, there they are. So we got all the tokens. We have the barbell, and then we got, what is this? A mandolin? Like a diary, I guess. It's got a pen and it's a book. We got that. We got the money, so we're going to make something. So we'll look up Miss Monopoly just to see. See if it has any value as a game. Highly, highly doubt it. So 607 Miss Monopolies. I'm going to guess it's below 10% sell-through. Oh, a little higher, but no, this isn't not correct. This is just random stuff. M&Ms. So here's the parts, though. So $10 on the tokens for Miss Monopoly. And this is all like, what is that? Monopoly Go. 1 for 13. I'm not going to bother. It's brand new and it's going for $13, so I'd be silly to attempt to sell it. So we got our modern money. Does it say anything weird? Nope. That's just good old money. Seems thick. We're gonna weigh that. Money should be 3 ounces. If it's under 3 ounces, I add a little. If it's over 3 ounces, I take some out. If I take out enough, I get a whole bundle of money. Let's see. Yeah, this is 3.9. That's odd. So we're gonna skim a little off the top, and maybe I'll get another bundle out of it. All right, so sorted some money. If I get another like thicker set of the modern stuff, I can get an entire other money pack out of it. Because some of these games don't come with the full like 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 500. They come with just 50, 100, 500. And I can't list those. So if I skim the small bills off, I can eventually make another set. And some games just have extra. I don't know. So then we got these tokens here for Miss Monopoly. So we'll look up what the tokens are going for. Tokens. And they're unique. I don't know why the top hat is white. But it is. So we got a few for sale. The unique hotels, I'm not going to bother, but that's not a bad idea. That's perception of value. They added something to make it more appealing. You got 2 watchers on this for 15, which is a little odd because there's ones for sale for less. So I'm seeing 9 as the cheapest. No, we got 8. So we're going to do 8. So 54 tokens, and I don't know if this is going to be the online game for sold. We got that. Yeah, so they're moving. I mean, not great. Hey, that's me. I just sold that. It's one of my running list of 10 tokens. I think I have 7 of them. 7 listings, that is. Yeah, okay. So money pack and tokens. That does that. We're into profit, and then we're going to look at our old PC game. All right, so I rarely pick up video games at Goodwill because they understand what they have generally, and they go on eBay and they price it at what it's selling at. Sometimes people make mistakes, and this is one of those occasions that it was on sale. I got this for $1. It's NASCAR Racing 2003 season for the PC. So PC games are a little different because they were never as popular as console. So I think it's less of them. Also, you could download games. In 2003, I imagine you could just buy this online if you wanted. Not a NASCAR guy and didn't have very good internet back then, so we got 150 listings on this. And the price tag immediately was getting me. Now, I know they're not all that. This one's in the box at 80. You know, we're looking at about 50 bucks for some of these. So I don't know why. Most sports stuff doesn't sell. You know, this guy sold it for $9.50, but even if I got $7 for it, I made money because I only spent $1. But some of these are actually selling quite well. So we got this one went for 40 bucks. I don't know why, but it could be that people are just listing it really cheaply because they make an assumption. You know, this one with the book is 20. This one's 45, complete with key, pre-owned. So I'm going to have to look at the cheaper ones and see if there's a reason. It might just be the case. Sometimes people put imperfections in the description, not the name. But they're all selling for like 30, 40 bucks. So something's up. And the sell-through rate's pretty good for a game this old. So we're just going to scroll down to that like $9 one and see what their gig is. If they don't understand, or it's a different cover. Oh, that's 2002. And this is 2002. Why is 2003 more expensive? I don't know. It may have been a PC only release. But I don't know why it's not popping up, so it's odd. Did I skip the part where it changed the listing? I very clearly put the year in. for whatever reason, this one sells for significantly more than the others, and it's selling. I don't understand why it's showing me 2002. We'll try putting some quotations. That got us down to 25. And it's still... Oh, okay, they listed it wrong, that's why. Everybody says rare, that's like the most overused catchword, but you know, the fact is people are buying it for quite a bit of money, so for $1 I almost couldn't miss, but we'll go back and just make sure the sales make sense. So with that in place, the sell-through is over 100%. I don't know why, and we're not going to argue with it, we're just going to list it, and we'll list it at no disc, just the case sells. $40, $40. Yeah, we'll just list it for $40. I can do that. $40 free shipping. Works for me. So that was a good portion of what I picked up today, and get 2 videos worth of stuff. So stay tuned to that. If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.